Hello everybody, welcome to this video. This is a debut video for me, so I'll explain the purpose of my channel. My goal is to make a video game with no prior knowledge. These videos will help me gain publicity for my game and just showcase my journey. Now let me explain what I need to actually make a video game. Before I can even work or talk about my game, I need to set up my YouTube channel. I also need to find an editing format for my videos. The easier of the two is setting up the channel, so I'll be focusing on creating the profile pictures and the banners and such. I wanted my profile picture to have Asuka on it, so I found an image of her sitting down. I'm thinking of having her sit down with a nature background and my YouTube name above her as my profile picture. I searched up hay bales to have her sit on them, and Minecraft ones came up, so I decided to use them. I need to tweak the image though. Next step is to add my name in, so I went to Google Fonts to find one I like, popped it into the editor, changed the color, voila, my profile picture's done. My profile picture came out pretty nice. The next thing I have to do now is make the banner. I'm going to take inspiration from Wannabe. I have this image right here that I'm gonna use. I didn't realize I paused the recording throughout the whole process of me making this, so I'll just show you the finished product. The last thing I have to do to finish setting up my YouTube channel is the watermark. I'm not gonna do anything fancy, and I'm just gonna take an image and just fit it to the resolution size. Nice, I finished setting up my channel. Now I need to figure out what I need to do to edit a video. By the way, the things you've seen up until now are things I have made, and this section will explain what I've done to make it. So the first thing I need to do is make a list for the things I need. For the images and sound effects, I can check those off because I'll just use the internet to find the stuff. Same thing with subtitles. I just downloaded a unique looking font on Google Fonts. Now for the real meat and potatoes of this section, we'll start with music. I use Linux Mint, so I kinda am limited to what DAWs I use, but I discovered LMMS and it runs natively on Linux, so I got it. The only other DAW I've used is BandLab, so I had a large experimentation portion here, so I'll just skip to me making the beat. Now I do give a warning that this may or may not be the worst thing you've ever heard, since this is my first time using an actual DAW. I was gonna show you guys the finished product, but the beat was pretty buns. Plus I already played it as the music background in the beginning of the video, so if you really want to hear it, I'll post the beat separately. But I'm not done yet, because I still need to make a cover for the song. The first thing I did was find a font for the name and track title. I added a starry sky and colored it red. Having my name be purple makes it stand out more in the red background. I was struggling to make the spear glow white, but I found a tutorial and I got it to work. I didn't want to leave the mech red and figured out how to turn it into a mask. Finally, I added an image of Asuka and did an effect change on her. Now I'm at the last part, which is the visuals. Most YouTubers when they talk either have video game gameplay, their face, or stock videos to fill up the space, but I'm inspired by visual novels and wanted the video to be similar, so what I need to do is make a background and sprites. I was struggling to find an image for the background and I was contemplating on using AI to generate an image, but I didn't do it because I didn't want people thinking I was using it in my game, so I went to unsplash.com. There I searched for an image of a room with a window view and came across this. I resized the image and I want to replace the window view, so I searched for a rainy forest. For the simple panes, I just deleted the thing using the pen tool to properly curve and do it. For the top part of the window, I did work on the big grate, but the smaller ones would be too much work, so I just deleted it and resized the main grate to fill up the space. And you might think I'm done, but not yet. You know how I said I wanted it to look like a visual novel? I figured out how to replicate the background of a visual novel called Karawa Shoujo, so I'm gonna go do that. I was gonna explain the process, but I could do it next episode so I can make a YouTube short out of it. So I'll do that because it could get me more views. But this is the final product, so I'm gonna start working on my sprites. Before I started drawing, I watched a tutorial so I have a clear understanding of how to make sprites and what I need to do, so I started drawing with the base. The hair is next, and while I was working on it, I realized my OC had no neck, so I just completely revised the base, and it looks much more human and better. So now I need to work on the outfit. I'm gonna skip the faces because it's just copy and paste pretty much. It's now the end of the video, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video as it supports me.